All right, everybody, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad, and this hour we are going to be continuing on with my everyday dialogues, my series that I'm doing. And today we are going to be practicing or going over phrases and whatnot that we can use when we are asking for directions. Okay. The link to the class, okay, is right here on the in the chat box. Okay, I'll put it in the Google chat for you as well. So go ahead and open that up, and let's see here. Let's see who we have in class so far. Hi, Noura. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you, teacher?
I'm doing good. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
SJ, welcome back to class. SJ?
Thank you, thank you.
There you are. How you
you.
doing? Good, good. All right, Ricardo, good to see you.
Hello, teacher. Hello again. Hello, everybody.
Awesome. Let's go to Aya.
Hi, teacher. Hi, everybody.
Hi there. And Amparo, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great. Good to see you again. Let's see here. Now, I cannot read your name. It's in either Russian or Ukrainian. What's your name?
Aya.
Here on the very end. Yes, your name is in Russian or Ukrainian, and I cannot read that. Can you tell me what your name is?
This is my name of my daughter, Aya Malek.
Yes, but Aya, there's another person that's on here on the screen on the very, very far right. Okay, and so she's right here. Okay, and I cannot read her name because it's in Russian or it's in Ukrainian, and I cannot read Russian or Ukrainian. So if there is someone that knows how to read it, okay, that would be fabulous. Can anybody read Russian or Ukrainian?
Awesome.
Okay, Umut, how are you?
Let's go to Aya.
Hi, teacher. Hi,
Okay,
everybody.
how about Jose? How are you doing, Jose? Welcome back.
And Amparo, how are you?
I'm fine.
All right, very good. Okay, let's try Umut one more time. Umut. Okay, and there you are. You just barely moved. I can't pronounce your name. I don't understand Russian or Ukrainian. Can you tell me what your name is?
Gula.
Gula?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very, very good. Thank you. And where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia? And you said it's Gula or Ula?
Gula.
Gula. Okay, Gula. Excellent. Okay. Good to have you here in class.
Thank you.
All right. And Umut, can you hear me? Not so much? All right. Looks like I got to everybody whose microphones were working. Okay. All right, you guys. Welcome to class. My name is Chad, and we are going to be talking about asking for directions. All right. Go ahead and open up the link, which is in the chat box. I'll put it there one more time.
Yes, sir. I am here.
I am
Umut, how are you?
Okay.
I'm fine. And you?
Let's go to Aya. Okay.
All right.
How about Jose?
Umut,
How are you
you
doing,
need
Jose?
to close
Welcome
down
back.
your verbling window
And
because you
how
are
are you?
on a delay. Okay, you need to close down your verbling window, Umut. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go to our page here, and I'll make this a little bit bigger for you so we can see. Okay, now asking for directions. Okay, that's what we'll be going over. We'll read through this dialogue, and then we'll focus on these bold words here, and we'll think of some different terms and phrases that we can use. All right. So we're going to read two sections each. Okay, and continue from there. Let's see. Vincenzo, welcome to class. How are you?
Hi, Chad. I'm fine, thanks.
Excellent. All right. Let's start off with Gula over on the right-hand side. Gula, please read the first 2 lines.
Excuse me. Can you tell me how to get to the post office? No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm from out of town.
Great. Thank you. Vincenzo, please continue with the next 2 lines.
Okay. Excuse me, do you know where the post office is? Sure, it's not far from here. Walk straight ahead until you get to Main Street. Then...
Okay, very good. Umut, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Excellent.
eventually I am here.
Very good. Umut,
I
let
had
me
a
have
problem
you...
with my sound.
Okay, let me have you read the next 2 lines, please.
Where shall I start from?
Where it says, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay. I'm doing. Sorry to interrupt you. How many blocks is that? And shall I continue?
Yes, please read this next one.
It's about 2 or 3 blocks. It is the first traffic light you come to. When you get to Main Street, turn right and walk 1 block to Broadway. Then turn left and go about half a block.
All right, very good. Let's go to SJ. SJ, please read the next 2 lines.
Okay, man on the street. Which side of the street is it on? Andrea. Coming from this direction. It be on your right side. It's in the middle of the block, next to the sweet ice cream shop. You can't miss it. Do you want me to repeat any of that?
Okay, good. Now this word here would be it'll. It'll be on your right side. Please repeat that. It'll.
It'll. Again, please.
SJ, please repeat that for me. It'll be on your right side.
It'll be. It'll be.
Good, just like that. Thank you. Let's go to Ricardo. And Ricardo, please finish off this dialogue.
No, that's okay. I've got it. Thanks a lot. You're welcome.
Okay, very good. All right. First up, class, are there any words or phrases in this dialogue that you do not understand? Any words or phrases? Everyone's got it?
In the phrase, I'm from or out of town.
Okay, where is that at?
At the very beginning, almost.
Okay, I'm from out of town. Okay, so when we say I'm from out of town, that means that you are not from that city or that state. Okay, so for example, if it would be like saying I am not from here. Okay, so I'm from out of town, meaning that you're from a different place. You're not from there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, all right. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. Let's scroll down, and we are going to look at these bold words or bold sentences, and look at other ways that we can say that, and we'll talk about these as well. First off, let's go to Jose. Jose, please read this first grouping of questions. Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me how to get the post office? Can you tell me where the post office is? Do you know where the post office is?
Okay, good. Now, notice, class, how how is located at the end of the question. Okay, that's how we would phrase a question here. Can you tell me where the post office is? We would not say, can you tell me where is the post office? Okay, that would be incorrect. Where the post office is. Okay, now we have a list of some other things here. The museum, the theater. What other things may we look for? What do you think?
The bus stop.
Okay, the bus stop. Okay,
The
what
airport.
else? The airport.
Railway station.
Okay, the train station is
Train
how we would
station.
say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hospital.
Say that one more time, SJ.
Hospital.
Oh, good. The hospital.
Stadium.
Okay, good. The stadium is how we would pronounce that. Stadium.
A drugstore.
Okay, drugstore or see.
Teacher, can I ask something?
Yes.
Can we use the verb go instead of get?
Where at? In what sense?
Let me explain. For
Oh,
example, can you tell me how to go to the post office?
No.
Can we say like that?
No, you would need to say get. How to get to the
Why?
post office. Because that's the verb we use.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
Someone else had a question. SJ, was that you?
No, it was me.
Okay, Med? Hi, Med.
Yeah, because I just joined the course. I'm a bit lost.
Okay. Let me have you open up our link. Okay, go ahead and open that, please.
I opened it.
Okay, so we are on page number 2. Okay, page 1 looks like this. Okay, we've read through this dialogue.
Okay.
Okay, and we're here on page number 2, and we just read through some of these words, and I asked the class what other places we could be looking for, and we had a really good list here. The bus stop, the airport, train station, hospital, stadium, drugstore, or the pharmacy. Okay, can you think of any other things that you may be looking for?
School?
School, yeah, school, or university.
Yes.
Okay, another famous place to look for would be Main Street. Okay, so most cities or towns in the United States have a main street, and on Main Street you'll usually find the bank, okay, the theater, all right, the post office will probably be on Main Street. Okay, there's usually 1 or 2 drugstores that are on Main Street. Okay, Main Street is a central location where a lot of businesses are. Okay, and that's the main road that you would drive through town. Okay, so asking, can you tell me where Main Street is? All right, that's a great reference point in the city or town. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, so we said, can you tell me, okay, how to get? Okay, we could not replace get. We would need to keep that there. Okay, can you tell me where the post office is? Do you know where the post office is? Okay, can you think of any other ways to ask this question, class? You could You could just say, go ahead, yes?
Could you tell me how to get, or could you help me?
Okay. Could you help me find? Okay, would be a good way to say that. Could you help me find the post office?
Or could you help me how to, with this direction?
Okay, yeah.
Give me some directions.
Could you help me with some directions would be good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, definitely there are some other ways to say that. Now, if it's a kid, all right, so if it's a teenager, all right, and you're a teenager, or if you're an adult, you could say, hey, where's the post office? Okay, and you can treat them just a little bit lower instead of saying, do you know where the post office is? Okay, but just hey, do you know where the post office is? Or sorry, hey, where's the post office? Or hey, I'm looking for this. Do you know where it is? Okay, so things like that. So you can go direct to the point sometimes, depending on who you're speaking to. All right, if it's an older gentleman, you want to be a little bit more polite and say, can you tell me where this is? Or could you tell me where this is? Or do you know where the bank is? Okay, so that's how we could change that just a little bit. If it's a someone that is your maybe your same age or whatnot, okay, or younger, you could say, hey, where's the ice cream shop? Okay, and that would be okay to say. Okay, all right, let's go to our next one, and this will be for Aya. Aya, please read this one here, our next group. Aya, do you see this here on the board?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Okay, go ahead and read that, please.
Yes. How do I get to the bank? To the zoo? To the school? To the train station?
Good. Yeah, so this would be another way that we could ask that. How do I get? Okay, how do I get to the bank? Okay, and again, another way of asking directions, very similar to this one here. All right, very good. Now, let's go to Amparo. Please read our next series of statements.
Okay. I'm sorry. No. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid I can't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. So this is if someone says no, they do not know. Can you think of any other ways to say that you do not know where something is at?
What a pity, I don't know.
Okay, what a pity. Yes, you can say that. Okay, what a pity, I don't know. Okay, instead of saying I'm sorry, you could say I'm so sorry. You can add so in front of sorry. I'm so sorry, I don't know. Okay. Any other ways, class, that you can think of?
I'm sorry, I don't have an idea.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have an idea. Okay, I don't have any idea as well. Okay. Okay. Very good. All right. So these here are fairly basic. These are if you do not know. Okay. If you don't know, these are good ones to know. Okay. Also to recognize when someone repeats them to you. All right. Let's go to our next group, and this is for Gula. Please read this next one, starting with I'm from. Gula, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you.
There you are. Go ahead and read this next one, please. I'm from.
I'm from out of town. I don't live here. I'm just a visitor. I really don't know the city very well.
Good. Yes. So, if you are not from the place, okay, these are great phrases to know. Okay. Also, if someone doesn't know and you are asking them, and they say that you are from out of town, okay, so you could pair these up by saying, "Can you tell me how to get to the post office? I don't live here. I'm just a visitor. I don't know where I'm going." Okay, that would be a supplementary phrase that you could add there. I don't know. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, and that would be something good to add on there as well. It's just extra piece of information. Okay, can you think of any other ways, class, to say that you are from out of town? Any other ways that you maybe have heard?
We can say that I just came from another city. I don't have any idea where this place is.
Yes, that's good. I just came from another city. I don't have any idea where this place is. Okay,
I recently arrived from another city.
Yeah, I recently arrived from another city, or I recently arrived here. Okay.
Or can we say I am foreigner?
Yes, you can say that that you're a foreigner. You could say, "Sorry, I'm a foreigner. I don't know where I'm going." Okay, and they would understand that as well. Okay, and they would more than likely want to help you. All right, unless they're from New York, and you're in New York. People from New York don't always have the best reputation of being very friendly. Okay, so if you visit New York, don't always expect to get a happy person to help you find where something is at. Okay?
Why?
A GPS.
Because New Yorkers don't have a reputation of being very nice. Okay? Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same in London, Chad.
Yeah. So they may respond to you in a bad way. Okay. You may hear some vulgar comments. Okay, from these guys. I was thinking of one just right now, which made me laugh. But yeah, if you're there, they may not want to help you. Some people might. Okay. But yeah, it just depends. Okay, if the person is smiling, it may be a good idea to ask them. All right, because yes, like I said, New Yorkers don't have the reputation of being very friendly and helping people find
So
places.
we should not generalize.
What's that?
We should not generalize.
It is a generalization of New Yorkers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everybody in the United States knows that. Mm-hmm. Everybody does, and even they themselves. Okay, it's just kind of that's the way they are. It's nothing. That's how their culture is. Okay, they're very fast paced. Okay, they move very quickly. Okay, if you like what? No, get out of my way. I have to be to work right now. What are you doing? Okay, so they have their own lives and they're moving very quickly. Okay, and if someone is stopping them, you are stopping them from getting their business done. All right, so that's how they kind of see it. It's nothing wrong with that. That's just how their culture is. Okay, that's how they live their life. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go to our next one here. This is for Vincenzo. Okay,
yes.
Please read this next one here.
Okay. Sure. It's not far from here. Yes, it's quite close to here. It's only about a 10-minute walk from here.
All right, very good. So this is now in the affirmative. So we've gone over a way to say, no, I don't know where it is. This is a way that someone could respond to you, or you could respond to someone else. Okay, so if I go to your country and I don't know your language, I may try and spell this out and say, hey, I'm trying to look here, and you can respond, sure, it's not far from here. All right, and you can give me some directions on how to get to the cathedral in your city, or the post office, or something like that. Okay, so yes, sure, it's not far from here. What would this mean? It's not far from here.
So you don't have to walk for a while. You just
Yeah.
near to the place you're sending on.
Exactly. So you are very close. Okay, it's not far. Okay, you see how it's not? Okay, not far would be it is close. It is close to where we are. Okay, it's quite close to here. Okay, another phrase that you may hear is that it is just down the street. Okay, now when we say down the street, that could be any direction. Okay, it could be that way, could be that way, could be that way, or that way. Okay, what it means is that you follow the street that you're on in whatever way that I point. Okay, just down the street is how we would say that. Okay, another phrase you may hear as well is it's around the corner. Okay, now a corner, who can tell me what a corner is? Okay, so it's where
two streets.
Good, so it's the intersection of two streets. Okay. All right, an intersection of two streets. So you see here, you have a street coming this way and a street coming this way. If I'm talking to this guy on the bike and he wants to know where the ice cream shop is, I could say, it's just around the corner. Okay, so that would mean that he needs to turn this way and go around the corner. And we would usually point. Okay, point. You can take a left on this street and go that way. Okay, but yes, this is the street corner. We don't necessarily always call it a street corner. We can call it the corner. Okay, as well. Instead of street corner, the corner. Okay. All right, and 10-minute walk. Yeah, you could give them a time limit of how long it would take to get there, and it does not have to be exact. It's approximate. Okay. All right. Very good. Let's get to our next one here. This is for Umut.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please read our next list of directions here.
Yes, of course. Walk straight ahead until you get to Main Street. Walk down the street. Walk 3 blocks. Walk up the block. Keep walking in this direction.
Okay, very good. What are blocks?
I don't know.
All right, very good. So, almost. Let me explain our terminology that we use. Okay. So let's go to a street, city street map. Okay, so if we are looking at a map here, let me see if I can get a good one. All right. Okay, you guys, can you all see this here?
Yeah.
Okay, so in a street you have many, in a city you have many streets. We call everywhere a street has an intersection. You see where there's a T here. Okay, along this bold black. Okay, everywhere there's an intersection, that is a block. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Okay, so these here are blocks. Even the pink ones are blocks. So everywhere that there is an intersection, okay, so you pass from this intersection to this one, that is 1 block.
So this green in the middle of the pink.
This one right
it's
here.
a block. Yeah.
That is a block. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if I say you need to go up 3 blocks and then take a right from this green block here, you would go 1 block, 2 block, 3 block. After the 3rd block, you take a right, and it's right here. Okay, that's how we would describe that. Or you can say by streets. Okay, so if we're here in the middle of this green block, okay, and we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 streets. Okay, you can say cross the 1st street, then it's 3 streets after that. Take the 3rd street and take a right. Okay, or take a left. So when we say take a right or take a left, that means turn. Okay, so take a right or take a left means to turn right. Okay, that's how we would say that. So blocks are the divisions of buildings and apartments or houses. Okay, and so between each street is what we call a block. Okay, you can also give them instructions by street. Okay, by street. So walk 3 streets up and then take a left. All right, or turn left. Okay, so blocks are what I was pointing at there. You can also use streets. Okay, let's go back. Oh, whoops, that's where I wanted. Okay, so walk down the street, walk up the block. Okay, now down and up. Really, what it's supposed to mean is down would be towards Main Street, and up would be away from Main Street. But in some cases, or in most cases, people don't really know exactly where they are with relation to it, and so down and up just follow the way that they point. Okay, that's the easiest way to do it. Okay. And then also this phrase, keep walking in this direction, or go straight ahead. You can say walk straight ahead or go straight ahead. This is when you can use the verb go, Umut. Okay?
Yes. Right,
so
yes.
Go 3 blocks and take a left, and then you will see the building on your right-hand side. Okay. Now, I want to teach you a trick, okay? Because obviously you all have different words for how you call your right hand and your left hand, okay? So to get them straight when you're talking to someone, okay? This is a trick that my parents taught me when I was younger, because I had a hard time telling my right and left. Okay, my parents said, stick your hands out in front of you, okay, with your thumb out to the side, okay, whichever one makes an L, okay. So this, to you guys, it doesn't make an L, but for me, when I'm looking at it, this makes an L. So L, E, F, T, okay. So whichever hand has an L, which would be this one, that is your left hand. Your other hand is the right. Okay? So it's a simple trick. If you're like, which one is it? Okay? If you don't want them to remember or to see you doing it, look at your hands. Whichever one makes an L, that is the left hand.
Okay,
All right, so yeah, that's I don't know if it ever confuses you guys. Okay, when I know sometimes when I'm talking about it in Spanish, I get my left and my just the words themselves. I may mean right, but left comes out. I mean, no, I meant right. I meant right. Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference. If you get the words mixed up, okay, left is the one that makes an L. Okay, so when you're talking to someone, you can say yes, go that way. Okay, go that way 5 streets, then take a left. All right, and that would help you out. All right. Okay, so that's how we would say that. Okay, so when we're talking about directions, we can use go. Okay, go straight ahead. Okay, what else could we use with go, you guys? What do you think? Okay.
Run straight ahead.
Okay, go straight ahead. Go down the street. Okay, go up the street. Okay. All right. Go, you can replace go with walk as well. Okay. To turn. Okay, to turn, we would say take. Take a right, take a left. Okay, or turn to the right, turn to the left. Okay, you may hear that. Okay, now if you are walking and something is to the right side, we would say it is on the right or it is on the left. Okay, it is on the right or left. That means right side. Okay, so you turn left on the street and you're walking, but the post office is on the right-hand side. That's over here. Okay, so when we say on the right, we need to look to the right or to the left. Okay, take a right is turn. Okay, you guys hear or see the difference between take a right and on the right?
Yes.
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 Okay, that's it. Those words are very important because if you mean turn right and you say on the right, they will not turn. Okay, now if someone tells you to that it's on the right, okay, and you turn on the right, you think you have to turn on a street and you didn't look over to the right, you may miss it. So on the right is looking. Okay, looking on the right, looking on the left. Take or turn is to physically turn and take a street. Okay, that's the difference. Okay.
Chad?
All right. Yes.
Could we use this kind of phrase? Turn on the first to the right, or turn on the first to the left.
No, you wouldn't say turn on the first. Okay, you could say
on the first street or something like that.
Yes, you could say turn or take a left on the first street you come to. Okay, so on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, whatever number street. Okay, turn on the blank. Okay, that's how you could use on the. Okay, but if you say it is on the right or left, that means to look. But if you say take the first street on the right, okay, or take a right on the first street you come to, okay, that would be a little different. Okay, you're very right with that, Vincenzo. Okay, okay. All right, very good. So we've talked about blocks. Okay, when we ask how many, that is a number amount, okay, as well as how far, okay. If they ask how far, give them a number in streets or blocks, okay. If it's very far away, we usually use miles, maybe half a mile, okay. But for people that are not from the area, they will probably tell you where it is in streets or blocks. okay, because that's something that's countable. Okay, you know how far that is just by looking. Okay, sometimes it's hard to know how far a mile is. Some people don't know that. Okay, so if someone is in your country and they are asking for directions, it's easier to give them directions in streets or blocks instead of in kilometers. Okay, still when people give me directions in kilometers, I get lost. I go, okay, because I don't know how far that is yet. All right, but if someone tells me in streets, I know exactly. Okay, and I can figure that out. So if you give them streets or blocks, it will be much easier to understand. Okay, all right, let's go to our next one here. Okay, so who is my last reader? SJ? SJ, let me have you read this one here, please, these next two.
Okay. It's the first traffic light you come to. It's the second intersection you come to. Turn right, turn left.
Good. Now, what is a traffic light? SJ, what is a traffic light?
The intersection, there's a traffic light. Red, yellow,
yes.
green.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so everybody, this here is a traffic light. Okay, so we use traffic lights as reference points. Okay, we also use stop signs. Goodness gracious, can't spell. Okay, here we go. So stop sign. So someone may say, okay, drive or walk until you come to a stop sign. Okay, drive or walk until you come to a stop sign, then take a right. Okay, so or drive or walk until you come or get to the third traffic light, then take a left. Okay, so that way as you're driving you would count, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, on this one I need to take a left. Okay, so drive until. Okay, so until is once you get to that location, that's when you turn. Okay? Okay, very good. Let's go to Med.
Okay.
All right, Med. And okay, read this group of sentences here, please.
Okay, sure. It's next to the sweets ice cream shop. It's beside the bank. It's between the pharmacy and the bank. It's across the street from a big church.
Okay, very good. Let's talk about these prepositions, okay? Now, I know some of our prepositions are difficult when we're talking about on, in, okay, inside, things like that. But these are going to be outside, and you won't have very many things that are inside, okay? So, next to. Okay, let's talk about some of these. Let me get a okay, a Main Street here. Okay, so if we say next to, okay, next to the gray building, okay, that could be the red one.
The red or the green one.
Okay, red one or the green one. Goodness, it's going crazy on me. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so red or the green one. Okay, so next to. Okay, besides as well. It's besides the gray building, so the Ashley building. Okay, we could say next to, beside. Okay, all right. We could say between. Okay, the gray building is between the blue or turquoise, and red. Okay, the gray is in between or between. That's how we would say that. Okay. What other ones do we have here? Across. What does across the street mean, you guys?
Opposite the street.
Opposite the road.
Yes, exactly. So if you are here by the mailbox, okay, they could say, yeah, walk down the street, and it is across the street from the U.S. postal mailbox. So you would know that it is right here. Okay, or they could say it is across the street from the white building with a green U. Okay, so if you're walking down the street and you see this big white building and it has a U on it, you would know that it's probably going to be this red one. Okay, one of these buildings on this side. Okay, so that's across the street. What other prepositions could we use, you guys?
In front of.
In front of. That's great. In front of is very similar to across the street. Holy crap-oly. Sorry, guys. I can't spell today. My fingers are being funny. In front of. There we go. So, yes, across the street, in front of. What other words could we use?
Behind.
Behind. Okay, good. Yeah, it's behind the cream shop. Okay, now if something is behind, okay, you probably need to walk through what's called a side street. Okay, now a side street, let's go to this shot one more time. Okay, sometimes in downtown areas you have small streets, okay, or passageways that are between the buildings. They're very small. Sometimes only one car can fit through it, or sometimes it's not even a car can. Okay, but if they say it's behind and you need to take a side street, okay, it would usually be a small road that goes in between two buildings. All right, and that wouldn't be considered a block because it's not a very large street. Okay, and so yeah, that would be behind something. Okay, any other prepositions we could use?
Near.
Near. Good. Yeah, so near. And near could mean beside, next to, okay? Or if the person can't remember exactly where it's at, they could say, I know it's near the bank. Okay? So if you walk down the street and you see the bank, it's right over there. So it's right near the bank, either on the left side, maybe one or two stores down. It's near the bank. So when you get there, just look for the sign. Okay? We use that when we're talking about directions, we use the word just a lot. Okay? Just take a right. Okay? Just look for the sign. Okay? Meaning that's all you have to do. Okay? Okay,
Close
just
to?
look for the sign. What's that?
Close to?
Okay, yeah, you can say close to as well as near. Yeah, it's close to the bank. Okay, it's near where the bank is at. Okay, excellent job, you guys. Okay, let's take a look at some other phrases. Okay, let's go to Jose. Please read this next one. It's in the middle. Go ahead and read that.
It's in the middle of the block. It's at the end of the block. It's on the corner. You can't miss it. Oh, I'm wrong. It's easy to find.
Okay, good. You can't miss it. It's easy to find. Okay, that's what you can't miss it means. All right, you can't miss it. You can't miss the sign. You can't miss the store. Okay, it'll be easy for you to find. Okay, a lot of times they say this, and it's not actually the case. All right, because that's why you are looking for it, okay? Because you can't find it. All right. So it's sometimes it's like it's like saying, "Hey, how you doing? I'm doing just fine," though your world may be falling to pieces. It's something that you say. Okay. You can't miss it. It's easy to find. So if someone tells you that, take it with a grain of salt, which means, you know, don't always trust what they say. Okay, 100%. Though they may say it's easy, it may still be just a little bit difficult to find. So don't be frustrated with the person. That's something that that people say. Okay. Now, if we go to remember the block. Okay. So now you know what a block is when we say it's in the middle of the block. All right, let's go here.
Chad.
Yes.
Sorry. The block is it an American word, or is it used also in the UK?
I don't know if it's used in the UK as well. It could be. I've never been to London or to the UK, and so I don't know exactly. But yeah, I know in the States we use it, and it could very well be different because I mean I've traveled through about 4 or 5 different countries in Central and South America, and every place has a different way of saying streets or blocks. That I've gone to, so they could very well have a different way to say it. If you talk about streets, most people know when you are talking about streets and what that means. So if you stick to talking about streets instead of blocks, that's fine. If you are in the States though, and someone says block, just know that that's what they mean. Okay, it's a it's a section. So if you're looking here. These are kind of smaller, but yeah, this would be a block. Okay, so you have a street on all 4 sides. Okay, that would be 1 block. Okay, if you're talking about the middle of the block, okay, that would be right here, right in the middle. Okay, we know what the corner is. Okay, the intersection. Okay, you'll have 4 corners on the intersection. Okay, and they may say north corner, northwest corner. Okay, if you don't know your directions there, you'll need to ask. Okay, and or when you get there, there's only 4 corners to look at, so you'll have to find out. Okay, yeah. So the middle of the block, the end of the block. So either side could be the end of the block. We don't have a specific direction for those. Okay, end of the block. Okay, but yeah, block is used quite often. All right, and our one of our second to last one here. Okay, let's go to Amparo. Let me have you read this one. Do you want me to? Go ahead.
Do you want me to repeat any of that? Is that clear? Do you understand?
Any other way that we can check the understanding of the person, or how they could check the understanding, your understanding of what they told you?
For example, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one. Do you know what I mean?
And when it's a bit long, you just say, "Am I still clear?"
Yes. Am I still clear? Okay. One that I like to say a lot is, "Does that make sense?"
Chad?
Yes.
Could we use do you figure out?
No. Do you figure out would imply that they will have to figure out how to get there by themselves. Okay, so what you want to do with a statement like that is check their understanding. Okay, do you understand? Is that clear? Does that make sense? Okay, do you need me to repeat any of that? Okay, So yeah, instead of saying a figure, we would use those type of words because we want to make sure that they understand. Okay. You could also say, "You got that?" Okay. "You got that" may be another way you will hear someone say that. Okay. Or they may just say "got." So we've now gone from "do you want me to repeat any of that" all the way down to 2 words that mean the exact same thing. Okay, if someone says "got that," that means "do you understand what I just told you?" Okay, so if I say yes, go take this street north until you pass 3 street lights. On the 3rd street light, take a right, and the ice cream shop is across the street from the bank. Got that? Okay, that's how we would use that. Okay, at the very end. Got that?
That helped you?
What's that?
That helped you?
Yeah, did that help you? Okay. Yeah, so did that help you? Or can you manage from there? Okay, maybe another one. If you're in a rush, okay, someone may say, they'll explain it quickly. Yeah, can you manage from there? Okay, meaning that they want to know if you'll be okay because they need to go. All right. So yeah, that may be some phrases that you hear, and we've gone over some phrases of saying yes, I know. You can always just say yes, I got it. Okay. Yes, I got it, or no, I don't need you to repeat that. Okay. You could say nope, I'm good. Okay.
Or yes,
nope,
I see.
Yes, I see. Okay. Nope, I'm good means that I'm good to go. I don't need any more information. Okay.
Sir, by the way, what state do you live in?
Me?
Yes.
I live in Costa Rica.
Oh.
Yeah, I was born in California, in Upland, California, and grew up there for a bit. I also lived in Arizona. And also the state of Utah, and I've traveled through most of the states in the western U.S. as a musician. I've lived in 4 or 5 other countries outside of the U.S. as well. So I've traveled. All right.
Great.
Okay. Very, very good, you guys. Thank you for coming to class. It was great to have you here. I have another class in like 6 hours from now. My classes today are really spread out. Tomorrow they are very spread out as well. I teach in the early morning and then late at night. Okay, so that's all I got. Unless someone else drops some classes tomorrow. So I'm hoping for that. We'll see what happens. Okay, you guys. We'll see ya.
Teacher, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Chad.